I'm also being joined by Dr. Aanchal Jain, CEO of PMI Electro Mobility Solutions with us. Dr. Jain, thank you so much for taking our time to speak to NewsX. I want to begin by asking you, what are your first thoughts, ma'am, on the budget?
So overall, a great budget. I think I am particularly excited by two main things. First is, even though we did not see something directly for the electric bus sector or the electric vehicle sector, but what we did see was the backbone of the electric vehicle industry, where we saw the proposal to fully exempt custom duties on lithium and nickel. Now, if you have to have a substantial supply chain in India for our electric bus industry, we really need to promote battery development and cell manufacturing. And with these custom duty exemptions, I think that sector will get a big boost, and indirectly, the electric vehicle industry will get a big boost. So that is something that I'm really excited about. And the second thing, as a woman entrepreneur myself, I'm very happy about the allocation of these schemes for women and girls, which will again be a big move towards developing the country as a whole. So we've seen a big focus on women, we've seen a focus on the youth, skill development. That's where basically things that will help us move towards the Viksit Bharat we've been talking about.
Okay, Dr. Jain, one core pillar of the budget this time around was employment and skilling of the youth.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on some of the schemes that have been announced by the government, and how do you hope that a vision that is right now on paper can be translated into a reality? Because we've had in the past several attempts, similar attempts. We've also had a Skill India movement, but that does not seem to be delivering the sort of skilled youth that the country needs to move into a different orbit altogether. What are your thoughts?
So I don't think those schemes have not been successful. I think any movement, we can't expect anything to change within a day or so. When we are talking about skilling our youth or skilling our masses, that's a mass movement that'll take a couple of years before it takes shapes completely. So even in the previous schemes, say we had the NAP scheme, we personally at PMI employ a lot of youth under that program. So I think everything that has the new announcements are an additional building block over what has been done previously. So the overall theme, we are looking here for employment, right? And then so basically, if you want to increase employment, you have to increase skilled youth, and you have to increase positions available for these skilled youth to take. So building block comes, make people more trained, more adept at work, and that is when you reach a position where they'll be excelling in their work. So I feel like, okay, it is not those schemes didn't work at the past. It will be an additional boost. Plus, I think we are seeing a significant boost in the MSME sectors, in the small enterprise sectors, where these skilled youth may be employed in the future. So this is how the whole ecosystem will work.
And at the same time, Dr. Jain, if I may just ask your thoughts also on certain initiatives that the government has announced for energy security, specifically in the sector of nuclear energy, where the focus wants to be on setting up Bharat small reactors and R&D for these Bharat small modular reactors and new technologies for nuclear energy. What are your thoughts and recommendations on how to take this forward?
So renewables is where growth is, right? The focus on nuclear energy, pushing the renewable sector forward, the overall focus on cleaner energy, again, things that, when we talk about sustainability as a whole, are very important pillars. So again, things that we've been talking about, different pillars of Viksit Bharat, which includes development, which includes sustainability, and so on. So all the push towards renewables will again contribute to the same. And let's see as more details trickle down.
Okay, all right. As far as, of course, some of the bridging the gap between the tier 2, tier 3 cities, the rural sector, along with the developed cities of India is concerned, do you feel that that could somewhere help with certain forecasts that have been made for India? The fact that we will continue to have the largest population of the 21st century, till the end of the century at least, that has been the recent prediction, and we will continue to have a very large youth population as well. How do you feel the government now needs to plan for the next 5, 10 and 20 years as far as skilling that youth is concerned?
So I think that's where we've seen a lot of focus in this budget, right? Where we've been talking about skilling the youth, skilling the women, providing hostels, providing, better living conditions for in the manufacturing sector and so on. So again, if you've to say you're talking about what do we want to do in 5, 10 years now. So if you want employment to increase in those 5, 10 years from now, you want when you say go to a college, right? It takes 4 years to become educated to be able to take up a good job after 4 years, right? So that is why I feel like that the focus has been so much on youth empowerment or these internships that we've been talking about, or schemes for women and girls, or better, employment opportunities and so on. That's where I think you need to invest today to be able to reap those benefits another 3, 4, 5 years.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.